Hello and welcome to another episode of Citadel Guard Adventures. This is Beriathan of the Citadel Guard of Gondor. We are back in Urash Dâr, the northern portion of Urash Dâr. It seems we're almost done with the region. I'm not entirely sure. Anything could happen still, I guess, because I would have guessed. I would have guessed that quest line that ended with the battle at Maurush would have been shorter than it ended up being. And as you have seen, that was not the case. So anything could still happen with this other quest line. I think it's the only one that we have currently going. We also have a couple of quests from the Dumuri camp to the east, but we'll get to those eventually. Right now we are just looking for the river-maiden. That sounds interesting. I wonder if there is indeed a river-maiden here in this region, because so far, well, we have only seen them in Gondor, but there's a lot of room for the LOTRO team to expand on this piece of lore, really. So anything could still happen. Alright, we will need to fight these two guys. Come on. Stop it. Cover large faded footprints along the river. So here is one, here is two. Ah, okay, the other one is there. Simple enough. We need to discover more of those. Of course. So, seems we need to follow the river further north. We'll see what we find. Seems we are in the middle of a sandstorm. And I don't know, the weather in game these last few days has been quite rainy, in fact. A lot of things have happened since last I recorded. Once again, dealing with some real life issues, well, things that needed my attention. So it's been a while since I last recorded, and since then we've had the beta for update 43 come and go. We're almost at the release of the new raid. We've had the release of the LOTRO Discord, the official LOTRO Discord, the announcement of the dates for the server migration. But I'm mentioning all these because I'm not sure if you saw that, but there are, as of the time of recording this video, there still are a few contests on the official LOTRO Discord. We have a screenshot, a landscape screenshot contest. I would like to participate, but I am going through all my screenshots as fast as I can to see if I can find a screenshot to submit. I still have a few days before that. Hopefully I will be able to do so. But there is also another screenshot, and that is another contest, and that is the landscapes. So on that one you had to take a look at the 20 screenshots provided by the mods, and you had to guess where exactly that picture was taken. You needed to include the name of the map, the name of the landmark, and the exact coordinates. And I did submit my participation for the contest. It was really fun looking for all those locations. You have discovered the Falls of Ilûritu. Some of those locations were really tricky to find. There was a lot of running around. And the thing is that there were indeed a lot of rain on the days I was looking for those locations. And that rain in some cases made it really difficult for me to find the right place. Especially in the snowy regions. Because, well, the snowstorms barely let you see anything. And the rain, well, the storms didn't help at all. Looking for those places. In the end, I was able to find them all. I am quite proud of myself for being able to accomplish that. Hopefully there will be more contests like those in the future, but yeah, there's been a lot of rains and storms lately. At least when I'm playing. Really? Is that it? Well, at least we got a treasure cache. But it feels a little bit off-putting that we have done all these. We have come to the falls and everything, and we are already going back. I mean, shouldn't we be exploring a little bit more of this place? I mean, there is no sign of any river-maiden, but I wouldn't like to go back just yet. Hopefully, no, thankfully, I always mixed up those two, but thankfully, we have the milestone at the camp, and with the reduced milestone cooldown, this is really not an issue at all.
This valley belongs to the Shagani, and no one else.
I am glad for your return. What were you able to find? You tell Edaki about the large footprints you found along the river and at the base of the waterfall. It seems you have found true signs of the Idami. Our research was correct. These footprints you describe sound as though they could not belong to any man and lead to the waterfall of Ilûritu. That is what the tales speak of, but we could not find a dwelling around the falls. Yeah, me neither. I must take some time to read over our research again with this new information. Please return when you can, and thank you for your help.
Ah, you are here. I believe I have unraveled the clues you discovered.
I have come to believe that the tales which speak of Enârshan and the Falls of Ilûritu are meant to be read directly. My group and I have searched these falls and the surrounding hills for any dwellings or places where the Ildami may be, but we have not done what the stories say exactly. The stories all say that the Idami dwells within the waterfall. Mayhap by within they are saying that there is a dwelling behind the falls themselves? Your discoveries appear to point to this as well, and we had not chanced to venture there as it was too dangerous to climb behind the falls. I ask that you go and search for yourself. It should not be a problem for a hardy adventurer such as you. I believe that you will find Enârshan there, but I beg you to be careful if you do. So back to the waterfalls we go. This so far seems very similar to that other quest line with the battle for Maurush, because every time you finish one of those quests, Galamka would say, well, thank you so much, I will need some time to make more plans, to investigate this new information, come back when you're ready and I will have a new quest for you. I don't know, that makes me believe, that leads me to believe that the depths intended for you to just run around this area doing the quests in small chunks. Like do a little bit of quests in here, do some quests in some other place, and return later. I don't know, maybe at some point we're almost done with the epic, but maybe at some point we will need to do some extra back and forth throughout the map that will justify this quest flow, because side quests usually follow the flow of the main quest. But all this talk about give me some time and come back later leads me to believe that maybe the epic will do something similar at some point. Otherwise, it's really odd to have that dialogue repeat itself so much throughout all these quests, when the quests are immediately available after you finish the previous one. So I don't know. I don't know if I am reading too much into it or not. It certainly feels that way, but who knows? Now, it's a shame, I think, that we've come to this place right in the middle of a storm, because this sounds like a perfect place to snap a cool picture of the falls. Maybe even submit it and all, but with the storm the picture will not be as good. And if I understand correctly, this storm will last the entirety of the in-game day, so we cannot get a better picture even if we tried. Like, I mean, it looks impressive, it looks very nice, but without the storm it would have been better. Anyway, it's not here. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Found the home of the Idami. You can barely see with the storm and the water, but here we go. Oh, Enârshan, Maiden of Ilûritu. Oh, wait. No. You wait. Oh boy. There is a river-maiden after all. Cool.
This valley belongs to the Shagani, and no one else.
Warden, you enter my home not by my song, but by your own curiosity. I am Enârshan, Idami of these falls. You are either bold or foolish to have done this, but today luck is with you, for I am in need of assistance. Oh, what do we have here?
I see you wish to help then. Perhaps you're indeed bold instead of foolish.
Just one moment, because we have Tales of Urash Dâr. So we have the title. Boy. 8 to Urash Dâr. We have some Virtue XP. Justice got to level 87, but we also completed the Tales of Ikorban Valley. So we have Rejuvenator of the Ikorban Valley. More Virtue XP. Justice is now level 88. No Shagani Gin because we are at the cap, of course. We have a new title, Vanquisher of Urash Dâr. Yeah. Okay. Seems that's it. We need to complete the Slayer and the Explorer deeds, of course. So we got, yeah, the title, the Virtue XP, Tales of Urash Dâr, the other title. Okay, all good. You have done much to aid the citizens of the Ikorban Valley, and it was here. You have done much to aid the peoples of Urash Dâr. Yeah, that we have, but we are not done. I see you wish to help then. Perhaps you are indeed bold instead of foolish. You undoubtedly have seen these orcs in these lands, these Utugi, these seer ones. I loathe them. I ask for your aid in driving them from my falls. I regret to say that my song holds no power over them, so I cannot get rid my waters of them myself. They have a dwelling nearby. It has been called many names, but the brigands who resided there before the orcs gave it the name Khûn Sagaz. You must travel there and learn all that you can. Of course, I recommend you also slay any orc that crosses your path. There we go. I sensed some hostility on her part before. I don't know if you know. I would assume you are somehow related to the river-maidens of Gondor, and you would know how much I helped them. So I think you can chill a little bit. Let me do my thing. Let me help you out. Now we are looking for this place, Khûn Sagaz, and little fun fact. Sagaz, well, in Spanish, I mean, I'm not saying this comes from Spanish, it's just that happens to be an homophone for a Spanish word. In Spanish, you would say Sagaz, which I have seen used as the translation for wheat. So, for example, in the Lord of the Rings, of course, we have Samwise, and in Spanish, the name was translated as Samsagas to keep the wordplay. And in the Stormlight Archive, we have the character of Wheat, and that one was also translated as Sagaz. So I don't know, little fun fact. Especially relevant for the relation it has with Sam, I think. Again, I'm not saying this was intentional at all. From what we've seen of the LOTRO team, they do a very meticulous work when creating these languages for the new areas and everything. Boy, how do I get up there? Do I really need to come further up there? As I was saying, the LOTRO team, it's very meticulous when they create names in new languages. So I would assume there is a very good reason why they created this name in such a way. How do I get up there? There must be a way up there, because by the looks of it, from the map, I don't think there's a way of reaching that place from the east. Like from this camp over there, Neruzik, I don't think we can do that. Because, well, something that is very evident every time you look at the maps, but that's something that the landscape content also, the landscape contest made me more aware of, is the fact that, well, whenever you see a big chain of mountains on the map, it is most likely an invisible wall to prevent you from going to unintended places. So all these mountains that you see surrounding this area in here, seems like they are just placed there to prevent you from exploring those mountains. Basically, there's nothing there. And again, it's something that you can tell quite easily just by looking at the maps. But doing the landscape contest and trying to find so many places, and I mean, some of those places were quite simple to find, but some of them were not as easy. There were many cases in which I guessed the right region, the right map. So for example, Evendim, Photohell and things like that. But the exact location that I had in mind was not the right one, so I had to run around that map looking for different places that were similar enough to the one that I had visited first, so that I could find that location. And that, of course, I was looking at the map a lot of the time, and especially the topographic maps were a blessing. How I was able to find some of those locations by looking at the topographic map. But even when you have this sort of hand-drawn maps, they give you clues enough to be able to pinpoint the location of some of them. But yeah, you take a look at the map. Khûn Sagaz, there we go. And you see a long chain of mountains, and that's how you know you cannot pass. There we go. Locate where supplies are kept, weapons, and defeat orcs. But of course, these orcs right outside the gate do not count, even though they are technically the same. But I reckon fighting 5 orcs after crossing that gate is not going to be that much of an issue. Here we have the first one. It did count, thankfully. This map, this camp is also full to the brim. Oh, come on. Come on, it's not funny anymore. Thank you. Awesome. We're getting loads of tokens as well, and that's always good. Is this the place of the supplies? Yeah. I don't think so. Oh boy, wrong button. I wasted the cooldown, not that I needed it. Yeah, I missed my muscle memory messed me up a little bit. I mean, I reached for the interrupt, which is just below the strength of morale. And yeah, was not accurate enough, I guess. must be getting close now, right? Please. Too slow again. Oh, for God's sake. Stop it. This is not the place. Really looking forward to the release of the 64-bit servers, hopefully. We won't have as many issues with gambits as we do now. Located the supplies in Khûn Sagaz. And there is an exit in here. If I had found the weapons, I would be already on my way out. There we go. Ah, no, but the weapons are around here. Okay. Perfect. So I don't need to backtrack. Glad for that. Right. And these are the weapons. Located the weapons in Khûn Sagaz, thankfully. Stop it! Let me fire the gambits I need. Thank you, God. Yeah. Leaves you right by the waterfall. Yeah, I mean this thing, it's got to be intentional so that you fight your way getting into the camp, but you have an easy way out. Even though you risk breaking a leg or two. Whoopsie. Whoopsie. No. No, survive. Oh, God, I knew it. Gotta follow the river to the north. Ah, come on. We'll see if we can find a couple more rep items along the way, hopefully. Because yeah, I still have a lot of grinding to do to be able to max out these 3 factions. Especially the Corvani, I think. I don't know. As far as I have seen, well, we have tasks for the 3 factions. You can get the rep items on the landscape for the tail wardens and the other hit. And then you have missions. And if I understand things correctly, missions would also give you a reputation for each one of these factions, hopefully. Otherwise, I think the Ikorbani would be at a disadvantage. Because you can pick up the seed pods and the relics for the other two factions. And as we have seen, it's really fast. This is relatively fast just farming the rep items, especially here in Urash Dâr. There's a lot of them. I mean, the Adurhit is the most advanced of these factions when it was the one that was most left behind. So yeah, definitely. I mean, you only need like 40 large seed pots, and I understand for that you need to craft the item, and that uses a lot of resources. But at least for the Adurhit, you can get the teal items on all the deposits, and that makes it very easy to farm. Not so much... Oh, come on. Not so much the tail wardens. You see? Teal item. I'm glad I fought that crab, and I was wondering if it was worth it or not. But well, a teal item is always good to have. There we go, broken leg. Not a big surprise. I hope I get the chance of coming back here at some point without the storm. Hopefully get a better picture of this place. Hopefully. You know what? I should have tried to take a picture while I was still on top. Could have worked. Oh, come on. If she sends me back to that camp, I might as well do it, but I don't know what will happen now.
What say you, traveler?
I see you have returned to my home, and I trust you have been to Khûn Sagaz. You tell Enârshan that you have found where the orcs store their supplies and keep their weapons, as well as slain any that you had encountered. Good. Then you have not betrayed me, Warden. I will trust you for the time, but remember, these are my waters. I know how we can deal with this plague upon Ilûritu. Return to me when you are prepared to do more.
I am in need of some plants for a concoction. It would be a potent weapon against the orcs.
Along the river flowing from these falls, you will find flowers known as Sigema and Bisgor, a wheat. Gather many as you can for me while I craft the rest. The river's edge has been tainted by the presence of orcs as well, so dispose of any that you see. Still have enough time for that. Shouldn't be too hard. And of course, as you can expect, there is a lot of anticipation about the transfers. By the time this video goes live, I think this video will go live the day after the new servers open. So it's still a little bit too soon to know exactly how everything goes. But timely enough to see some of the overall mood of this transfer, how crowded the servers would be, how difficult some players might find to, I don't know, get their names, get their houses. Who knows? Who knows? I still don't know. I have a big feeling of trepidation, to be honest with you, keeping my name, this name. Because, well, it's the identity of the channel and everything. Every other character name that I have, I could see myself getting a new name if it comes to that. Some of those names are unique enough, I hope, that I won't have an issue. But if by any chance any other player had the same idea as myself, and we have equally named characters, I would be okay with that as long as it's not Beriathan. Because, well, this Beriathan I am transferring to Glamdring. And you would remember I also had a Beriathan on Landroval that I created to do Before the Shadow. And that Beriathan is going to Peregrine, so yeah, I mean, anything could happen. But I I desperately need to keep the name at least on my 150 character, and preferably both, because I still intend to use that low-level Beriathan to do some areas that I have not done yet, like the Angle, Yondershire, the Wildwood. I don't know what else can I do with my other Beriathan, but yeah, I intend to use them both. It would suck if I cannot keep both names. I cannot tell you how much would that be. I don't know, maybe, as I said, at least my 150 Beriathan I need to keep. Because if I'm not able to secure the name on both servers, I can keep my low-level Beriathan on Landroval. At least while I record the videos on the low-level areas, because I think that the 32-bit servers will close eventually. But in the meantime, I can stay in Landroval if need be to do all that. And by the time this video goes live, we will already have an answer for that. And hopefully a good answer. So yeah, I was a little aware, maybe a little wary of discussing this kind of things publicly, because yeah, you never know who's listening, and the community in game overall is quite nice, but there's always one or two people that just like to mess around, or maybe just people that also have this name in good faith and are faster than myself. But by the time this video goes live, this issue with the name would already be solved one way or another, and it would be just the question of, did I make it or didn't I? Hopefully I will on Glamdring and Peregrine. We'll see. We'll see. Hopefully I'll have a good answer for you next time. I mean, I'm still gonna record a couple more episodes before the transfers, So for the next few weeks, I guess, you would still see my gameplay from Arkenstone. But if you're curious, feel free to comment down below and I will let you know what happened. And I'll do my best to remember and give you an update on the first video I get to record on the 64-bit servers. Really looking forward to it. I don't know, I have seen a lot of people preparing, not only with the names, but with houses and everything else, and I really have not done much of that. I mean, I have a rough idea of what I want to do with my houses on the new servers, but I don't even know where to start to prepare, so I think I'm just gonna wing it as best I can when when the new servers open, who knows.
What say you, traveler?
Ah yes, this will do nicely. Enârshan takes the plants from you, and I trust that you disposed of any orcs you saw tainting my waters? Good. We will drive them from these lands. I will finish the concoction shortly. Return to me when you are ready to travel back into Khûn Sagaz.
Ah, you are here. Good. Everything is now ready.
Enârshan hands you the concoction she crafted. Take this concoction and pour it over their supplies within Khûn Sagaz. I also ask that you take any weapons you can from them. This will give us the advantage we need to drive them away at last. My Falls will soon be free with your help. Alright, we need to go back. I much rather do this right now, as we still have plenty of time, hopefully. But also, if I don't do this right now, I'm afraid I might forget to snap a picture of the falls from up above. And it would be a shame if that were to happen once again. So, yeah, we're gonna do that. We'll just ignore everybody on our way to the camp, because we already saw how crowded that place is. So I expect we will do a lot of fighting in there to reach that spot again. So I'm not gonna focus on these low-profile fights for now. Now that we are at it, gemstones we can do without. We have this, and this too, and this, I think. Still a lot of things to do, but yeah, we'll need to do a lot of farming. I also expect to record 1 or 2 videos with all the missions of this expansion. I don't know if that mission video will be released because, well, as a matter of fact, I did record a video with the Umbari missions when they first released back in the December 2023. I never got to release that video. So when those missions, when the extra mission was added later down the road, I also recorded that and added that mission to the video, and I still have not released it. And I would still record a video of me running through the missions, but well, I'm already running behind on that kind of content, so yeah, I'm not sure if I will get to release the Ecorban missions anytime soon, or if this is some kind of content that you would be even interested to see. So yeah, do let me know. Are you interested in the Umbari missions, in the Ecorban missions? I also have a video about the proto bounties that I never released either. I have a video about the Umbari instances that I never released because they were not a part of the main series because we didn't get any quest line that will tie those instances to the content. And I still hope that will not be the case with the instances in here. But I gotta say, I am losing hope by the minute. And if that happens, then that means I will most likely record a video running through the Ikorban instances, but again, I'm not sure if I will get to release it, so please do let me know if that is something you would also like me to do as well. Let's see how many of these guys we can avoid. At least a few of them. I mean, we cannot run straight for it and pull half the camp in here. We'll see what we can do. Of course. That was close. There we go. We're still missing 7 tokens of heroism. I doubt we will find those tokens in here before the end of today's video. It would be really nice if I could. Please. Alright, this guy had a corruption. That explains why he was so sturdy. Crate of supplies. Okay. Please take him down. Thank you. 4 tokens. Can I? There we go. I don't know. Let me see if I can get those 4 tokens. It would be ideal if that were to happen. But of course, the minute I say, please let me get more tokens, is the minute the game decides not to give me more. So, I don't know, we'll see. Yep. That sucks. But anyway, we have all the weapons. Return to Enârshan. Hopefully this time we'll try to jump and we won't die. One token. We could have used a few more. Okay, this is as far as I dare to go. Yeah, I mean, we'll see how we do this time. Whoopsie, whoopsie. My bad. I'll try jumping through here. Alright. Looking a little bit better. Yay, we did it! Without dying. Right on time, I would say.
Is there something you need?
You are back. Were you able to find success in Khûn Sagaz? Enârshan smiles slightly as you give her the weapons you took and confirm that you used her concoction and the supplies. Wonderful news. I believe we are nearing our goal. You have done well.
I believe with this, our preparations are complete. Wait, what is that sound?
Enârshan pauses for a moment. Do you hear that, Warden? Enârshan's eyes grow wide with anger. Orcs! There are orcs here. They must have followed you from Khûn Sagaz. How? They are very acrobatic orcs, I need to say. Remove this beast from my home. Now, we cannot leave like so today. How dare these orcs come here? Come to my home. Make these orcs pay for passing through the waterfall.
These orcs have followed you and defiled the waters of my home? Bring them a swift end.
Now, we couldn't end the episode before doing this. It would have been so anticlimactic. Besides, we are inside an instance, so we don't need to worry about dying, I don't think. This should be really quick. Without the extra difficulty. More orcs are on the way, their captain appears to be with them. Yeah, it was not that bad. You can't hear any more orcs. That was the last of them. Great work, my friend. My home is at peace again. You have defended Enârshan's home from the orcs. Okay. I don't think this will be the end of it. But hopefully this is a better stopping point.
What say you, traveler?
How dare those foul beasts enter into my home? They deserve the end you gave them. Thank you for your help, though you were the cause of it. We must bring an end to these orcs who dare defile my waters.
It is time to end this and free Ilûritu.
Yep, that's what I thought. That, however, will need to wait until the next one because we have already run out of time for today. For the time being though, this has been all on today's episode of Citadel Guard Adventures. Thank you so much for watching, I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you on the next one. Until then, my friends, stay safe, take care, good luck to you all, and I will see you later.